It took me 25 plus years to understand these 3 things that I'm sharing with you today in this just 10 minutes video. And once I understood these things, my life improved so much, and also my levels of joy and happiness. And that's why I decided to share these things here with you today. I'm Christina, a holistic coach for, health, wellness, fitness. I also graduated psychology. And I want to tell you that, when I was a kid, a teenager, around, 12 years old, 10, 12, 13, and so on, I always thought that the reason why I'm not the happiest that I can be, the reason why my parents are not happy is because we don't have enough money. If we would have enough money, then everything will change. And my parents will get along better, we won't have any fights, and everything will just be so much better. I could go in my dream holiday that I always wanted to go to, which was like in Italy, because there was every year this trip organized by my geography teacher, and my parents were like, I'm sorry, but we don't have money. So I always thought, okay, once I'm gonna have money, once I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna be happy, and this is the answer to all my problems. And I know it sounds very cliche, all this thing with, oh, money doesn't buy happiness, and I have to tell you that I agree and disagree with it. And I want to tell you why I think and I realize that money is not actually the answer to all problems for everyone, and especially it's not the answer to happiness. And if right now you are in financial difficulties and you're not happy, let me tell you that if you're gonna have a lot of money, you're still gonna be not happy, because this happiness actually, I realized, that comes from being productive and doing things that make you happy. And I realized that by working with very wealthy families and their kids, and they had everything possible in terms of financial wealth. And some of those kids, to be honest, were some of the most unhappy that I met, especially teenagers. I remember that I worked with a family in the Middle East, and one of their kids was a teenager, and he was always so unhappy. And for me, it was a bit like crazy to see that, because I was like, why is this kid unhappy? Like, I was unhappy a bit sometimes when I was his age, because I didn't have money, but he has all the money possible. He can do whatever he wants, he can buy whatever he wants, he can travel wherever he wants, and he's still not happy. And then working more and more with a lot of families, very financially wealthy, I realized that even buying everything that you want, traveling everywhere that you want, having everyone doing everything that you want, it's just something that you get used to, and it doesn't make you actually happy. And what actually makes us happy is progress, and having a goal and working towards something and enjoying the journey. Not even the fact like achieving the goal itself will make you that happy, as the journey itself will. So it's very important to realize that if you're like running after and chasing things like, oh, so once I'm gonna have money and I can buy this car and this home and buy all the clothes that I want, I'm gonna be happy. Let me tell you that that's not gonna happen. Yeah, you're gonna be happy, like joyful for a little bit, and afterwards you're still gonna feel unfulfilled. Same thing if you think like, oh, okay, now I have the money, so I think I need the relationship to make me happy. That it's not gonna fulfill you either, and you're just gonna be frustrated because you'll feel like, I have the money, I have the relationship, and why am I not happy? And you can see that with a lot of people, very wealthy, and that they seem like they have it all and they're unhappy, and a lot of them commit suicide. Why do you think is that? because they didn't discover their, wants and needs, real wants and needs, who they are. They didn't heal their traumas in order to be themselves authentically, and they thought that money is gonna solve all these issues. So no, the only thing that will make me, you, and everyone truly happy is discovering who we truly are, healing all our traumas, and always, having something to look forward to, having some purposes, some goals, and enjoying every little moment and the journey and living in the present moment. Another thing that I realized, and I think it's very, very important, and I understood it, and it took me a long time to understand this, is that people cannot give you what they don't have. A lot of times, I was wondering, but like, I'm a good person and I'm a good kid, and like, why some people are mean to me, or why some people are not honest with me, why this person doesn't, love me or show me the love and appreciation that I want and need. And these questions I had, regarding family members, regarding friends, regarding various people in my life along the years. And I always thought, oh, okay, if I do more, if I prove them, how amazing I am, if I show them my value, then they will appreciate me. And I realized, I just had like an aha moment, that people cannot offer you and cannot give you what they don't have. If someone, it's not honest with themselves, they cannot be honest with you. If someone does not value and appreciate themselves, they cannot appreciate you. Just think, it's like, even, if you don't have money financially and someone asks you for money, even if you're the nicest person ever, if you don't have that, you are not able to give it to others. So it's the same with honesty, integrity, appreciation, true love. So stop asking for these things to people that don't have this for themselves. It's just, a setup for failure, and you're never gonna be, valued, appreciated. You're never gonna get the honesty and integrity that you want from people that don't have it within themselves. And once you understand that, you're just, free yourself from this burden of like trying to take out from people these things that they do not have. Just let them be and match with the people that have all these things that you want. And number 3, that is kind of related, you cannot change anyone but yourself. We all have free will, and yes, we can influence each other. You can, hope to influence and be a good influence for the people around you. However, to change anyone else, it's impossible. The only way that someone changes is when and if they want to, and they decide and commit to do these changes, and they understand and take responsibility that, it depends on them. Because otherwise, as much as you would try to change someone, it's just gonna become frustrating, because you will see that, whatever you try and all the good influence that you have and the effort that you put in, it's gonna have 0 results with people that are not committed and are not willing to take responsibility for their change, and who don't see the benefit, of changing. So stop trying to change others. Just focus on yourself. Be the person, that you want to be, and hopefully you will inspire more and more people, and the people who want to change will change, and you'll have a positive impact on them. And the rest, it's not your job or responsibility to change people in this world. Your responsibility is for you to be happy and become the best version of yourself, and by doing so, you will inspire the persons and the people who are ready to do that as well. So these 3 things completely changed my life, and like freed myself up when I realized them. And I hope that you will understand this and you will put them into practice in your own life. So you will improve faster your life without needing to go through all, you know, these trials and errors and like uncomfortable sometimes situations that I had to put myself through until I understood these things. Let me know with which one do you resonate more, and looking forward to hear what are the things that, you know, took a long time for you to understand, but once you understood them, your life changed and improved in such a positive way. Thank you so much for joining me today. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy my content, and looking forward to see you again soon. Sending you best vibes always.